They use your compassion as a weapon to shame you and manipulate you into continuing to endure the abusive behavior. The insidious part is that although one might think that the person who offers more sacrifice, more compassion and empathy would be treated better, it is often the opposite, as it says in Matthew 7. 6. Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. To a narcissist, your empathy is not seen as a beautiful and valuable quality. On the contrary, it is seen as a permission slip to continue behaving disrespectfully and selfishly. They know that no matter how terrible their behavior is, your empathy will forgive them in the end. It is crucial to remember that true love and forgiveness do not imply tolerating sin and abuse. Jesus teaches us to forgive, but also to be wise and discern when our compassion is being used against us. Matthew 10:16. Christian love calls us to love our neighbor, but not at the expense of our dignity and spiritual well-being. Second sign. They can move on incredibly quickly after causing pain, which may mean leaving you behind without hesitation. Think about the things this person has done to hurt you. Now, as a mental exercise, imagine you did any of those things to someone you love. How long would it take you to recover from it? How long would it take you to move on? How difficult would it be for you to deal with the guilt, shame, or anxiety of having hurt someone you deeply care about? Now compare this with the ease with which they move on. Lewis tells us in Mere Christianity, the point is that each person's pride is in competition with everyone else's pride. It's because I wanted to be the center of attention at the party that I get so annoyed when someone else is the center of attention. Pride does not take pleasure in having something, only in having more of it than the next person. It is the comparison that makes you proud, the pleasure of being above others. And this is why many narcissists will never apologize and expect you to simply move on. Even when they apologize, they usually believe that after the apology the matter is closed. If you still feel pain or sadness over what happened, they become impatient or even angry. Why are we still talking about this? I thought this was already over. Their response is devoid of true compassion, as if what they did was not a big deal. This does not mean they cannot initially kneel down or make grand gestures to gain your forgiveness and avoid losing you. However, these gestures do not come from a place of true repentance or internal moral conflict.